Alright guys, let's take a look at two types of angle measures. One you're pretty familiar with, degrees. One you've probably saw in the calculator by accident at some point. It's called radians. Radians is in terms of pi. Alright, in terms of pi. And degrees, well, obviously you know what degrees are. We're going to learn to convert between the two today. Should be a pretty simple lesson. If you can multiply fractions, you'll be in good shape. Guys, there's a particular relationship between degrees and radians. And what that is I'm going to draw a straight line. Alright. Now, a straight line is 180 degrees. Alright. Now, in terms of radians, that is equivalent to 1 pi. Alright. And we'll kind of investigate that a little bit further on. Right now, I just want you to be able to convert between the two. Pretty simple. I want to use this as a basis for my conversion. It's kind of similar to like changing feet to yards and seconds to hours. Kind of like that kind of the same process as converting just measurements. And that's basically what we're doing here. So let's look at the first example. What we're going to do is we're going to change degrees to radians. Alright. Now, if you want to change a degree measure to radians, first thing I would tell you to do is if there's not one there, put one there. Alright. And then we're going to use what we just stated here. 180 degrees and 1 pi represent the same thing. So I'm going to use that. Okay. Now, if you're converting, kind of like if you're converting feet to yards, whatnot, we want degrees to cancel out. So I'm going to put degrees on the bottom. Okay, I'm doing two examples at one time. Well, in our conversion, we have 180 degrees. I'm going to put that where my degree symbol is. All right. And that's the same thing as 1 pi. Now, the great thing about this is you don't necessarily have to punch in pi on the calculator. Alright? The degrees is going to cancel out here. That's what we want. Alright? So I'm going to cancel that out. It's gone. And I'm just going to simply multiply the numbers straight across, just like I would in fractions. So 60 times 1 is 60. I got pi on top, which is what I want. And then I got 1 times 180, which is 180. Now, what I'm going to tell you need to do is reduce the fraction part. You're still going to leave pi alone. Okay? Some of you are going to want to say, oh, we'll take 60 times pi. Don't do that. Just take 60 on the calculator. ABC that, 180, and you should get this fraction 1/3. Okay? Same process if I'm doing this problem here. We're changing degrees to radians. Pi, just bring it over. 400 times 1, 400. 1 times 180, obviously, 180. Now, guys, on the calculator, when you punch that in, ABC it, 400, ABC 180, what's going to happen is you're going to get some kind of mixed number on the calculator. You want to second ABC that. All right, so if I do that, that should give me 20 over 9. So I got 20 over 9, put pi right here, and be done. All right. That's all it takes. You're just using the calculator, simplifying fractions. Leave it in terms of pi, okay, especially if you're converting to radians. Now, in this next example, we're going to go from radians to degrees. Now, this is the same concept, only this time we're trying to switch to degrees. What do I need to get rid of? Pi. So pi needs to be on the bottom. And you're going to see that play into effect here. I'm going to put 180 degrees on the top. All right. Now we got degrees to cancel out in the other example. We want pi to cancel out in this example. So what we'll have is simply this crosses out. Cross out pi's, one on top, one on bottom, they disappear. Then just multiply the numbers straight across. So you got 2 times 180 is 360. 3 times 1 is 3. And guys, you don't have to ABC this. This is just straight up division. That's going to give me 120 degrees. All right. Lastly, same thing. We already got pi's to cancel out. 7 times 180 is 1260. 6 times 1 is 6. We'll just divide that. And we should get 210 degrees. All right. All right, guys, that's all. I'll see you tomorrow.